I smell revenge. The WBC is for sure on get back. Shakur Stevenson stripped of his lightweight WBC belt for, to me, obvious reasons. But I'm reading a article on the boxingnews24.com and I see some things. So I just want to go over this article and give my take and also toot my own horn because this is something that I thought about when various things happen. So let's start with the article. Actually, let's start with what's good, fight fans. Your Majesty speaking. So, and before we start, I need y'all to do me a favor and hit the like button and hit the notification bell so that you will be notified when I drop future videos, and also subscribe to the channel. Now, I'm excited to get into it. That's why I'm missing my intro, but no worries. Y'all know what it is. Let's jump into this. William Zepeda poised to grab WBC gold after Shakur Stevenson is stripped. I smell some fishiness in the water. William Zepeda finds himself sitting at the catbird seat for the vacant WBC lightweight title after the sanctioning body officially stripped Shakur Stevenson today. Where are we? Here we go. The move comes on the heels of Shakur jumping to 140 pounds to take the WBO title from Teofimo Lopez this past Saturday. While Stevenson had the option to hold on to his 135-pound strap, it would have required $100,000 sanctioning fee that he chose not to pay. I want to stop right there because I know a lot of people going to say, see, you was telling Terrence Crawford to pay, or you was mad at Terrence Crawford when he didn't pay, or whatever the case may be. Cool. The difference is Shakur Stevenson defended his belt against William Zepeda less than a year ago. You normally have a year before another title defense or mandatory defense is before a mandatory defense is necessary. Shakur Stevenson, in my opinion, is on a voluntary fighting Teofimo Lopez, which the WBC had nothing to do with the Teofimo Lopez fight. Right? Had nothing to do with the Teofimo Lopez fight. So to me, asking him to pay a sanctioning fee for a fight that wasn't sanctioned by the WBC is the issue. The reason why I said Terrence Crawford should have paid the fee was because he fought for the WBC belt. That's my first thing. Let's get back into this and let's finish this. Cool. Even though Shakur took to social media to complain about the decision, his eyes seemed fixed on heavier weight classes. Right after his unanimous decision win over Lopez, he was already in the ring chatting with Conor Benn about a potential move to 147. He mentioned the rehydration clause for that one, showing that he is more interested in new challenges than looking back at the lightweight division. This also is incorrect. The reason why it is incorrect is because, yes, Shakur has looked and talked about fighting bigger guys, but he has also said that he plans on going back to 135 pounds because he's not really a 140-pound guy. Now, I tend to disagree with that. I think he is 140, but that's not the point. The point is he made claims to do both. He made claims to go up. He also made claims to go back down. To me, he also has a few months before his mandatory should be due, or whatever the case may be, to make a decision on whether he should be able to move back down, stay at 40, or move up. My point is, this is incorrect. This opens the door wide for Zepeda. The WBC is expected to order a fight between him and interim champion, I don't know how to say that, Herrera, to fill the vacancy. Zepeda is now 33-1, proved his worth last July when he pushed Shakur to the absolute limit at the Louis Armstrong Stadium. In that fight, Zepeda ignored Shakur's jab and forced a brutal inside brawl, punishing the New Jersey native with constant body work in a contest that many fans thought was too close to call. Incorrect. Now, I'm not going to get into what happened in the fight or whatever the case may be, because we all know what happened. I definitely don't believe that he ignored Shakur's jab. I believe Shakur decided to fight that way to prove to the fans that he's not a runner, which I thought was stupid. But this is not what this video is about. The point is, it seems like they're trying to big up William Zepeda to show why he deserves to get a shot at the championship again or some shit, whatever. While Herrera brings serious power from the southpaw stance, he hasn't dealt with the kind of relentless volume and pressure Zepeda carries into the ring. If this fight gets made, Zepeda has a massive opportunity to wrap up that green belt around his waist. It's going to be difficult to hold Zepeda off for 12 rounds. He's not going to slow down and will continue to throw upwards of 100 punches per round for as long as the fight goes. Shakur was able to withstand it, but he picked off enough shit. Anyway, I wanted to read that because to me, that's bullshit. That's absolute bull crap. However, I believe Shakur getting stripped has everything to do with what Terrence Crawford did in December, which was pretty much throwing the belts under the bus, putting them on blast in front of the world. And I was one who made a video, or actually I was on a live stream and the topic came up and I gave my opinion. But less about me talking about it. I can just play it for you. Let's hear what I said back in late December, I think it was. But I hated what Terrence Crawford did when it came to the belt, because for you see what I'm saying, because you made it to a certain point. But what about Abdullah Mason, who gonna need those belts to propel himself and make himself noticeable to the audience? The people like Kermel Moton, the people like Jamal Harvey. Like, for Terrence Crawford, you can say F the belt because you made it. But to me, I felt like he did it the wrong way. Now, see, when I was coming at this Terrence Crawford thing with the sanctioning bodies, I was thinking beyond what everybody else was thinking. Everybody else thinking, uprising, let's do this, let's do that. I'm thinking about the fact that, especially as black men, we normally don't fucking stick together. Once again, all of the people who have risen to power in the sport, as far as from a money standpoint, the Floyd Mayweathers, the Andre Wards, any of these fighters that's made a boatload of money, why haven't y'all come together, created a belt, and had all of y'all fighters fight for this one belt? We do a lot of crying and whining as black people like we don't get a fair shake. But when the opportunity presents itself for fighters, Deontay Wilder, all these guys who made a boatload of money to come together and do something to give back, it ain't never nobody there, it's never nobody there doing that. So my thought process was, Bud, you are good. You have beat the sport. But you have brothers who are coming behind you, which, matter of fact, I'll play the video. You have brothers who are coming behind you that ain't in the position that you in, that's going to have to deal with the consequences of the actions that you're choosing right now. And so when I was saying that, people was acting like I was saying, like I'm coming at Terrence Crawford about some dumb shit. At the end of the day, I'm thinking about what makes sense. Like, you good. You know what I'm saying? And granted, I believe how he did it is the reason why Shakur Stevenson is dealing with the bull crap. But to me, the Shakur Stevenson and Terrence Crawford not paying sanctioning fees are totally different. One person, the WBC sanctioned for the fight, Terrence Crawford, which means you agreed at some point to pay a sanctioning fee, because I don't believe that they would have allowed you to if you did not have. And then you have Shakur on the other hand, who fought for the WBO belt with no WBC in sight, no WBC sanction. I don't believe he should pay it. But my point is, Terrence Crawford is the reason why Shakur Stevenson is suffering. I'm gonna let this video finish. Is he right? Absolutely. But I just don't think he should have did it that way, because it's going to affect the people that's coming behind him. Yeah. And I feel like when you get to the level that Crawford is at, the level that Floyd was at, the level that Canelo was at, I believe you owe it to the sport of boxing, right, to make the sport better for the next generation.
Yeah, for sure.
Because if there's no Floyd Mayweather, there's probably no $100 million paydays for Canelo.
Yeah.
If there's no $100 million paydays for Canelo, there's for damn sure ain't no $50 million payday for Terrence Crawford.
Nah.
And we can go past, and we can go down the list, because if it's not for the Terrence Crawford, who knows who the next guy that's going to be able to go up there and make that $100 million. So it goes on and on. My point is, people are going to say, you said Terrence should pay. Why are you not saying Shakur should pay? You a Shakur fan? Nah, it has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with the WBC sanction one fight. They didn't sanction the other. Simple as that. This right here is the classic case of, you know how when people say, oh, it's not personal, it's business. No, it's absolutely personal, because it's like you at work. You and let's say your boss is you cool with your boss or whatever, but it's a female that your boss like, but she like you. If you think that boss not going to use his personal feelings, but use his power from work to take it out on you, you tripping. I've seen it too many times. When you look at how Mauricio Suleiman handled the Terrence Crawford situation, he pretty much was like, all right, it's cool. All right. Anybody from the hood, anybody in any situation know what all right, cool, what that really mean. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could see that Mauricio Suleiman was going to use that against him. And it may not have bit him in the butt, but it was going to bite Shakur Stevenson in the butt. It was going to bite Keyshawn Davis in the butt. You know how I know? Because I said it before it ever happened. Here you go. Floyd to Tyson and on down the road, all the way down to Sugar Ray Robinson probably.
Yeah.
But I believe fighters owe it to the generation behind them.
Yeah.
And what he did to me was selfish. You know what I'm saying? Granted, I think he's a great fighter. He one of the greatest I ever seen. Congratulations on the retirement. But I think that was dumb. I mean, and not dumb in his behalf, because he good. You know what I'm saying? He made a boatload of money over his career. And so for him, it's cool. But what about the people that's coming behind you? You got little brothers, Shakur Stevenson, Keyshawn Davis. You know what I'm saying? Like, so to me, I just felt like how he did it was wrong. Now, once again, this was end of December. I made this video. I could just see the play. Once I saw how Mauricio was handling it, cool, no problem, Terrence. Have a good one. You know, niggas don't say that and really mean it. You know what I'm saying? I knew that he had something planned. I just didn't know what, but I knew that it would somehow affect the people that was coming, whether they were closely tied to Terrence Crawford or had some type of link to him. I knew that it was going to happen. And I'm not the person that's I told you so, but I get some of these idiots in these comments that swear I don't have a clue what I'm talking about, or I don't be knowing what I'm talking about. Well, there you go. There you go. Not that I give a shit, because I'm going to get up here and say what I want to say anyway. And it ain't shit you can put in a comment that's going to change my thought process or change how I'm thinking, unless you're talking with some sense and we can really come to a, oh damn, that do make sense. But if you think you're gonna get in my comments and tell me I don't know what I'm talking about as if I don't have some type of experience in this shit, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. But my point is, this is a classic case of Shakur Stevenson suffering from something Terrence Crawford did. And they can't get Terrence Crawford, so they're gonna get the next best thing. You people know how it is, or I can't find you where his mama live at. You know how it is. You know what I'm saying? That's just the truth. Oh, I can't find where his kids go to school at. That we know to play. We know to play. So I wanted to make this video to toot my own horn, but also talk about the difference between why Terrence Crawford should have paid and why Shakur shouldn't have. But if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so. If you have not hit the notification bell, please do so as well. Also, if you have not subscribed to my social media if you have not subscribed to my social media channels, please do so. They are in front of you. Also, put them comments down there. Let me know what y'all think. Don't tell me I don't know what I'm talking about, but let me know what y'all. Matter of fact, I don't care. Tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. But put this shit in the comments. Let me know so we can chat. We can go back and forth. And until next time.